Hello everybody, so today we're going to be making a start on Paranoid Android by Radiohead. We've got a little bit of picking at the start. Okay, and we've got a little bit of strumming to follow that at the end of each verse. Sweet. Okay, so let's start with the picking. I will give names for the chords, but everything's pretty much got its own specific fingering, so it's really more about where you're putting your fingers than playing sort of standard chords through this picking bit. Now, our first chord is a C minor. The way that we're playing it is fret 8. Going to use our middle finger on that top E string. Okay, going to use our ring finger on the G string and our pinky finger on the B string. So the strings that we're picking, fat E, G, and B. Okay, and it's middle finger, ring finger, and little finger all in a line like that. And we're going to go. So that's 2 picks on the E string, and then B, G, E. Remembering that B, G, E are the names of the strings that we're picking, not the actual notes we're playing. So E, E, B, G, E, like that. Okay. Now that picking pattern's going to do you for the rest of this chord as well. Before we turn around, okay? So we start with that middle finger 8, ring finger 8, pinky finger 8. And what we're going to do for the next chord, which is roughly a C minor over B, or an E flat if you like, we're going to be using our pointer finger on fret 6 on the E string. Okay, so we're taking off this middle finger. So now we've got fret 6 on that fat E string and still fret 8 on the G and B strings. And it's the same picking, so we're picking E, E, G, B, E. Okay, so I'll do the first 2. All fingers on the 8th fret for the first one. Pointer finger back to the 6th fret for the second one. Do that one more time. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is put our middle finger on the 8th fret again, but this time we're on the A string. Okay, so our picking pattern's the same, except that we start on that A string instead of the E. So we're going to go A, B, G, A, like that. Okay, so the first 3 positions, 8, 8, 8, E, G, B, and we pick E, E, B, G, E. Pointer goes back onto fret 6, E, E, B, G, E. Okay, middle finger goes up to 8 on the A string, A, B, G, A. We've got a little turnaround before we go down to our next chord position. Okay, so the turnaround is, and that means picking your A string open, keeping these 2 fingers on the 8th fret on the G and B strings, and we're going to go A string, G, B. That's our picking. Okay, then we put our pointer finger onto fret 6 again on the E string again, and we're just going to go E, G, B. So we go open A, G, B, pointer onto 6, E, G, B. Okay, so if we stick that all together, we're going to start with our fingers all on 8 there. E, E, B, G, E. Okay, pointer goes back onto fret 6. E, E, B, G, E. This time, middle finger's going onto 8 on the A string. Picking A, B, G, A. Now a turnaround, open A, G, B. Pointer finger on the 6th fret. E, G, B. Okay, I'm going to play that nice and slow through without talking over it so you can hear how it's going to work. Okay, I'll do that one more time with a count of 4 so you can play along if you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Let's move along. After doing this turnaround, okay, we're going to move down to a pretty similar setup, but we're on the 3rd fret now. So we're going to have our middle finger on fret 3 on that E string. We're going to have ring finger fret 3 on the G string and pinky finger fret 3 on the B string. Okay, and exactly the same picking as at the start. We go E, E, B, G, E. Okay, now I've got another little turnaround, and we're going to do some strums. Okay, so let's look at the turnaround first. We've just gone E, E, B, G, E on that 3rd fret, and now we're going to go open A, G, B. Now we're going to put our pointer finger on the 1st fret on that A string. Okay, and same thing, A, G, B, picking. So open, G, B, 1st fret, G, B. Okay, so that whole bit, picking from the 3rd fret, E, E, B, G, E, then A, G, B, 1st fret, G, B, like that. Cool, now we got this little walk down here. Okay, so we're really just picking the bottom 4 strings. Okay, and we start on fret 2 and 3. Okay, that's fret 2 on the D string, fret 3 on the G string, and fret 3 on the B string. And I'm leaving my middle finger free so that I can play the next chord. So that means I've got pointer on the 2nd fret on the D. Okay, I've got my ring finger on the 3rd fret on the G string, and I've got my pinky finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. Okay, next chord that happens is I take off that ring finger and replace it with a middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G string. So I'm going from 3 to 2 on the G string. Okay, my ring finger's now free, but nothing else has changed. So we've still got pointer 2nd fret on the D string, still got pinky 3rd fret on the B string. All I've done is go from the 3rd fret on the G to the 2nd fret on the G. And next chord, I just take that middle finger off. So now the only fingers standing are my pointer, still on the 2nd fret on the D string, pinky still on the 3rd fret on the B string. Now, some people prefer to play this chord with just 3 fingers and slide your middle finger back. So you can see I'm going pointer, middle, ring finger, and then it's just my middle finger sliding back, okay, and then coming up. Okay, it doesn't actually matter which way you finger it, as long as it's comfortable, easy to get to, and you've got those frets covered. So 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, and then 2, nothing, 3. Those are the frets. 2nd fret D, 3rd fret G, 3rd fret B string, okay, then 2nd, 2nd, 3rd, and 2nd, no finger, 3rd. Okay, so that comes off the back of what we were just picking before, our 3rd fret pattern. So we're going E, E, B, G, E, then we go A, open, G, B, A 1st fret, G, B, and here it comes. Now for now, I'm just going to do 3 down strums for that. There's actually a little strumming pattern to it, so if you want to start trying that straight away. Okay, so we've got down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, and then just down, down, up to finish. Okay, so your first chord position gets the strum down, down, up, down, up. Okay, 2nd chord position down, down, up, down, up, and 3rd chord position just down, down, up. So it's going to be down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so play fast, it's going to sound. Okay, but it's perfectly fine while we're just learning our fingers, positionings and stuff, just to do down strums for those. So that's what I'm going to do throughout. Let's put it together and see what we've got. I'll talk you through it one time from the start to the finish, and then I'll just play through without talking over it. So we're 8th fret, middle, ring finger and pinky, and we're going to pick E, E, B, G, E. Pointer goes back, fret 6, E, E, B, G, E, middle finger onto fret 8 A string, A, B, G, A. Okay, little turnaround, open A string, G, B, and then 6th fret E string, G, B. Now we run down here to our 3rd fret, E, E, B, G, E. Okay, now little run up, open A, G, B, 1st fret A, G, B, and now walk down those chords. Just like that. Okay, I'll give you a nice slow run through that without talking over it so you can play along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, okay. Let's just move on to the next strumming bit and then we'll try putting the whole thing together. Okay, so that after that picking goes around a couple of times, we have I guess you could call it a chorus or a refrain that comes at the end of each verse. We're singing, what's that? So we've got 3 chords to learn there. The first is, let's call it a G minor for simplicity's sake, and it's just that chord we were playing on the 3rd fret before. Okay, so we're going to have middle finger, 3rd fret E string, ring finger, 3rd fret G string, and pinky finger, 3rd fret B string. Okay, we're changing to I'm going to call that an F sus. You could consider it a D minor of some sort if you like, but I'll call it an F just for simplicity's sake. So we're going from a G to an F sus chord. Okay, the way we play the F sus is we're going to be putting our pointer finger on the 1st fret on the E string, okay, and then we've got this little triangle pattern on the D, G and B strings. So that's ring finger, fret 3 on the D string, middle finger, fret 2 on the G string, and pinky finger, fret 3 on the B string. Okay. This pointer finger is not barring the chords. We want that bottom string to be open. So you can see I've got a bit of a curve in my finger there. Now, it doesn't really matter if you sound out this A string, or if you kill it, it doesn't make much difference to the chord. So what I tend to do is I've got that little curve. It's actually muting this A string, so it doesn't make any noise. But it means that my finger's curved down here so that this E string is open. Okay, so we're going from the G minor to what I'm going to call the F sus. Okay, and our next chord is the E7. Cool, so this is based on an E chord, which you'll know and love. Okay, what we're doing is we're taking out this finger and we're putting a pinky on the 3rd fret on the B string, okay? So that's 2nd fret A string with your middle finger, okay, 1st fret G string with your pointer finger, and 3rd fret B string with your pinky finger. Cool, and that's your E7. So those are the 3 chords. Just go around those 3 chords, strumming 2 strums on each chord, and the strums are just down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, twice, down, down, up, twice all the way through, and then just back around. Okay, it's a pretty tough chord change, that one, so just for practice I'm going to give you some 4 counts going between the chords, and then I'll just do a really slow strum through. Okay, so we're going to start on the G. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. That's to give you time to change the F. 1, 2, 3, 4 to give you time to change the E7. And we'll just go around a couple of times. Okay, starting on the G minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so theoretically, if you can change that on a count of 4, you should be able to get through it doing some strumming. So I'm going to do a nice slow strum about that speed. 2 on each chord, so down, down, up, up, down, up, twice, just like that, all the way through those 3 chords, and we'll go through twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet as. Okay, so last thing for today, I'm going to take a very slow walk through the whole thing. Okay, so we're going to do this finger picking. All the way through. Now when we get to this bit here, where we do the walk down, we're actually going to repeat that finger picking on the 3rd fret. So it's exactly the same, no different, just means that we do that entire pattern twice from the 3rd fret picking down to that strum, then we're back up here again for the whole picking. And remember we're going to do that again from that 3rd fret pick. And we're just going to go twice through that strum. Okay, so I speed up a little bit there while I was showing you, but we're going to go just that speed. Okay, so nice and slow all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4. That picking from the 3rd fret again. Back to the top from fret 8. And one more time with that 3rd fret picking. So after this one we're going to go into our strumming twice, starting from the G minor. That's all of the verse and most of the chorus for Paranoid Android. More to follow. Happy strumming, everybody.